Hi guys, I welcome to all to a session on how to choose optional for UPSC. So this is on behalf of Vignan IAS Academy. We are uploading a video on what is the best way for choosing your optional. Why? Because optional will make you or break you to clear your exam for UPSC. Why? Because it carries a weightage of 500 marks. Now, if you are not aware of the mains marking pattern, I'll tell you there will be one optional subject which you have to choose. Okay, and that will consist of two papers. So we'll discuss about more about the way of choosing optional, why you have to choose a correct optional, and what are the myths presently students have in selecting an optional. As I've told you, coming to optional, there are a lot of myths. For example, following pseudo myths, pseudo marks. For example, there are various rumors every year in the market, like see some particular X optional is having an average score of 280, some particular optional Y is having average score of only 220. Okay, so it's better to take that optional. That is one point. Next, simply blindly following the toppers. For example, some ex-topper choose some optional, he scored well, he became a topper, so why can't I choose that optional? Okay, so otherwise some guy who knows to me, he selected to me to take that optional, so I am taking it. That's also a second myth, following the blind strategy of toppers. Third thing, going for literature optionals. There is also this misconception that if you take literature optional, then there is high chance of for you to getting score very well. This is again a myth. Why? Because see, UPSC is a very perfect recruiting agency and it doesn't encourage these myths. If you see the overall rank list, then you will notice that it's not like some particular optional got good huge score, some other optional didn't fare well, or from that particular options there weren't any selections, and it's not that way. Every year around 800 people get selected average. If you see the option subjects of 800 people, then there will be equal weightage to all the optionals. It's not like these myths are true, so don't go for myths. Then what is the best way to choosing an optional? Before going to choosing or selecting a best way for optional, I'll just give you brief intro about what exactly optional paper is and what is the part of it. Okay. And before going to that, at Vignan IAS, we are offering various optional papers. Like we offer coaching for geography, PubAd, sociology, economics, history, anthropology, mathematics, political science, international relations, and psychology. So we offer all these options at our institute. New batch is going to start from September 5th. Integrated course for prelims cum mains. The course duration will be for 11 to 13 months. Okay, so you can contact us on these numbers and we'll get in touch with you regarding any doubts you have with respect to exam preparation also. Now, before going to the way of choosing optional, there are some facts which you should consider. For example, coming to civil service examination, there will be 24 list of optional subjects given for you by UPSC, which includes 23 literature options, like you can choose Kannada, you can choose Tamil, you can choose Telugu, you can choose Odia, likewise. So there are many literatures options as well. So you have to choose that out of the 24 options. And to put it roughly, these 24 optional subjects can be divided into four types. Coming to engineering subjects options, for example, civil, mechanical, electrical. Okay. So one important aspect also you should take into consideration whether there is overlap of syllabus with your general studies paper. For example, if you take the optionals like civil engineering, mechanical engineering, or electrical engineering, there won't be any overlap with GS papers. Okay, and not only that, these core optional subjects like civil engineering subjects, they can make or break your chances. Okay, now coming to second type of optional subjects, pure science based, that is physics, maths. Again, in this case also there is Certain overlap with GS papers, but not all. And as I've told you, if you have no idea about what is Indian Forest Service, you can go back to our YouTube channel, where in YouTube channel of Ignan IAS, we have covered everything, every detail about exam in the form of orientation session videos. You can watch that orientation session video so that you will get a rough idea about what exactly Indian Forest Service is. Now coming to Indian Forest Service, in that paper, in that service, you have to choose two optionals. Okay, suppose if you take the option like physics, maths or mechanical engineering, the syllabus will be common for both UPSC optional as well as Forest Service optional. So first thing engineering, then coming to pure science, these both have scope for a Forest Service as well. Now coming to humanities subjects, okay, which are like most popular optional. This humanities like sociology, anthropology and all, they each of these optional papers, by the way, they'll be having two papers. Okay, so coming to first paper, it will be more Western and paper 2 consists of Indian society questions. Now there are literature, and any literature optional will contain these things in syllabus, like they'll be containing about the history of that particular literature, prose, poetry, prominent work of writers and all. So if you see in brief, these are the 4 various different type of optional subjects in the list of 24 subjects given for you. Now we'll see the format of papers. Total 500 marks is the worth of optionals. Paper 1 to 50 marks, duration is 3 hours. There will be total 8 questions given. You have to attempt 5 questions, in the sense not single questions. You can take it as sections. Okay, each section contains 3 to 4 questions. Okay, so in total, out of 3 hours time, you have to answer 5 sections and 8 sections will be given for you. Same paper 2 also, same to 50. There are 2 sections in each paper A, section A 4 questions and section B 4 questions. Again, each question will be having 5 subparts and first question of each section is compulsory. So this is the format of optional paper. Now we will come to the core concept of me making this video. What is the process for selecting optional? We can divide this process into 2. One is your interest. Second one is other objective parameters. Okay, coming to interest, first thing is that whatever optional subject you take, you should be able to sit with that optional subject for long hours. First criteria. Then optional subjects should be easy to revise and remember. You will be able to sit for this many long hours with any optional subjects only when that is not boring you. Then second paper of any optional subject. Second paper of any optional subject will test your ability, okay, will test your ability to relate concepts with happenings around you. Then the last pattern of component of interest, that is, you should be able to formulate almost mind maps for all the syllabus points. So you should have interest to form mind maps for each of the subtopics. Then you should have the interest to relate whatever you are learning in the optional to happenings around you. Why? Because this is what is tested in your paper 2. I'll give an example. In sociology, we have something known as R.K. Merton theory, okay? Then we have Durkheim theory also. So in 2017, in this paper 2, 2016 or 17, in this paper it was asked that using R.K. Merton's theory, suggest the ways to solve traffic problem in India. This was a question, literally question. So what they are testing in your paper 2, they are testing your ability to relate happenings around you, whether you are able to relate whatever you have learned in the optional in your papers or not. So this forms the first aspect of choosing an optional. Whenever you choose any option, you should be able to sit for long hours. It should not bore you. It should be easy to revise and remember. You should have the ability to relate that optional for the happenings around you, and you should also be able to format the mind maps. See, if you take science based optionals, then you don't have to worry about this. Why? Because, or if you take what you call core options like engineering options, there is nothing to relate around you. Okay, so rest majority of the options you have to look out for this. Then we will see what are the objective parameters you should take into account while selecting an optional. First thing, check the syllabus plus resources available. This is very much important. Why? Because any optional you should have right material, and that material should also be available, that should be available topic wise. Okay, then before selecting any optional, again major thing what you have to take care of is go for previous year question papers. Analyze both paper 1 and paper 2 of that particular optional what you want to take. Okay, see how the questions are they more lineated towards contemporary issues or not. Okay, then check the overlap with SA and GA papers, general awareness papers or general studies papers. Suppose if you take one second guys. Okay, suppose if you take options like history, then these subjects they will be having overlap with SA and general studies papers. Why? Because in prelims and mains you will be having this history component. So check that parameter as well. Then if you are giving other exams also like forest service or engineering service, then if you choose engineering options, that will be having a added benefit for you. Then not only that, you have to look out for availability of study material what I have told you. Then not only study material, apart from that you should have the right guidance and graduation background. Apart from this, what you should look out for. Now I will tell you the strategy which we suggest at Vignan IAS for students. Suppose you have two optionals in mind. For example, you have two optionals in mind. That may be sociology or that may be history. Suppose you are thinking of going between these two. Then what should be the correct way of choosing this? First of all, go back to NCERT books of class 11th and 12th of these subjects and IGNOU BA books, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University BA first year books. Read that books for 8 hours and mark yourself whether while reading that books for 8 hours are they interesting you, or that particular subject is interesting you or not. Okay, this is very much important strategy for selecting an optional. You should be able to sit with that books for 8 hours and you should see for yourself whether it is interesting you or not. That should be the first main criteria. Then second criteria is in each optional, in each paper, you will be having around 75 to 90 subtopics. In each optional paper, you will be having around 75 to 90 subtopics. So, you should be able to, or the optional what you are opting, you should be able to have notes for all the 75 to 90 subtopics. So, whether are you able to have topic wise segregated material or not. Then, if you see the schedule of UPSC mains for optional, okay, for optional, you will be having only 1 to 2 days of gap. So, the entire optional and coming to the scope of optional, UPSC have clearly mentioned in the notification that the optional scope will be greater than degree level and less than master's level. So an optional subject which is of honors level, you should be able to revise that entire optional subject within this 1 to 2 days of time gap. Then right approach for optional with right guidance. One of the most trapping points by UPSC in optional papers is that, as I've told you, second paper, that may be any optional you take, second paper that will be related to contemporary things. So they will trap you to write answers in GS perspective. So whenever you fall in this trap, for optional you should take care that you should write optional papers only in that particular optional terminology only. And when you fall in this trap and when you try to write your optional answers in GS perspective, then your marking will be very less, or your score would be very less. So the strategy we suggest is that choose fix for any optional, don't go for the myths like some ex-topper scored it. Pick out any 2 to 3 subjects, then take the NCERT notes of that particular subject and ignore BA books of that particular subject. Read for at least 8 hours. After 8 hours of reading, observe yourself whether you are able to sit with that for 8 hours. Is it interesting you or not? Will you be able to find topic wise segregated material for that? Why? Because only for some optionals you can have this luxury of getting topic wise material. Otherwise, for most of the optionals, you won't have topic wise material, clear material. Then whether will you able to revise that entire subject in 2 days or not? Do you have perfect mentor for that or not? So this is the strategy normally we suggest for students to take it to look at while going for optional selection. Now coming back to Vignan IAS, as I've told you, we provide optional subject coaching for all these subjects. And the batch is going to start from September 5th. Okay, so hope this video is very helpful for you for choosing right optional. If you have any doubts regarding exam or if you want to know when the new batch for optional starts, kindly call us on these 2 numbers. Thank you.